Welcome to tutorial number 1. During this tutorial, I will show you how to properly create the geometry and machine the part. You will notice I have not switched my plane to +d+c. For this tutorial, this is acceptable because we make no reference to coordinates. However, when necessary in the following tutorials, make sure that you are in +d+c by selecting Planes, Lathe Diameter, +d+c. We will now create the geometry. The first thing we will do is create a rectangle knowing the width, the height, and the anchor position. Select the Create Rectangle command. Enter a width of -3 and a height of 0.7. Make sure that the Anchor to Center and Create Surface buttons are not enabled. You can now press Enter to preview the rectangle. Select the origin and select the OK button to exit the rectangle command. From here, select the Fit icon to view your geometry. Next, we will create parallel lines. Select the Create Line Parallel command and pick Entity A as shown. Now pick a point to the left of the selected line and enter in a distance of 0.75. Press Enter and select the Apply button to stay within the command. Repeat this process again, selecting Entity A as a basis line and inputting distances of 1.5 and 1.65. This time, select Entity B as shown and pick a point above the selected line. Input a distance of 0.25. Press Enter and then hit the Apply button to stay within the command. Repeat this process again, inputting distances of 0.5 and 0.55. You can now select the OK button to exit the command. We will now create the chamfer. In this step, you will use the Line Endpoint command to create a line connected to the intersecting point of two construction lines. Select the Create Line Endpoint command. Pick the two endpoints as shown, then select the OK button to exit the command. Your geometry will appear as shown. From here, we will create a fillet. In this step, we will use the Create Fillet command to simultaneously create a fillet and trim two entities. Select the Create Fillet Entities command. Input a radius value of 0.25 and make sure that the rest of the buttons in the ribbon bar appear as shown. Select Entity A and Entity B as shown and then pick the OK button to exit the command. Your part will appear as shown. Finally, we will trim the geometry. This step shows you how to delete the lines and trim one entity using the Trim command. Select the Trim Break Extend command and ensure that the Trim One Entity button is enabled. Click Entity A and Entity B as shown. Now enable the Trim to Entity button. Click on the following entities as shown, and once complete, select the OK button to exit the command. Your geometry will appear as shown. From here, select the delete icon and pick the entities as shown. Once complete, click the End Selection button. Your part will appear as shown. You can now save the file. This will complete the geometry creation portion for tutorial number 1. In the next video, I will explain the setup sheet, the machine type, and the stock setup.